social sciences, but we also have a really good law program. So the school was founded in 1872, and we have a really long tradition of nurturing top French and international leaders. And we were ranked second in the world for politics and international studies, and 50th in the world for law. So we offer one Bachelor's of Arts program, just to give you an idea of what Sciences Po is, and then 28 master's program, including 3 different master's programs in law, and more than 50 dual degrees with our international and French partners. So every year we host more than 1,500 exchange students. So if you come, you're not going to be the only one. We have a very, very big exchange program with more than 400 partners. So currently we have 478 partners all over the world, including 16 partners in Canada. So in Montreal, we have partnership with HEC Montréal, Concordia, McGill, Faculty of Art, but also Faculty of Law, and Université de Montréal, UQAM. So yes, almost 50% of our students come from abroad, so they are not French. So it makes Sciences Po a very, very diverse place where you can study in either English or French. So regarding our graduate exchange program, so at Sciences Po, students who study with us at the bachelor's level, they spend 3 years at Sciences Po, and they study different disciplines because it's a very multidisciplinary program, including law, but not only. They also study history, sociology, political science, philosophy. Yes, these are the main disciplines. And then after their 3 years at the bachelor's level, most of them, so 95%, they stay with us and they do their master's at Sciences Po. And this is where they actually specialize, because the bachelor's is it's a very multidisciplinary program where they explore all the disciplines that are taught at Sciences Po, and then they pick the one that they really like, and then they specialize in that at the master's level. So we have a partnership with the law school of Sciences Po, École de Droit, where you can spend either 1 or 2 semesters, depending on your arrangement with your faculty. So if you have a bachelor's degree or 6 semesters or more of undergraduate studies, you can apply. You can take classes either in English or French. Most classes are actually offered in English for exchange students. So if you are not fluent in French, it's not at all a problem. You can perfectly do everything in English. And there are a lot of students who don't necessarily speak French, and you'll not be alone, so that's fine as well. If you want to study in English, you don't need a language certificate. If you want to study in French, you need to prove that you have at least C1 level in French. So that's going to be that's part of the documents that you need to submit when you apply. Because to study law in French, you still need to have a very good level. It's not that easy, so you need to prove that you have a C1 level. However, if you have taken previously university classes in French, either I don't know, at McGill, at the university, at the undergrad level, or even in high school, that can serve as well as a language, the proof of your French proficiency. So you just basically need to submit something to show that you are perfectly fluent in French and that you can take classes in French. And finally, you need to be nominated by your home university. I'm saying that because there are a lot of schools that also accept independent candidates, but it's not the case for Sciences Po. You can only apply through McGill. So you need to get in touch with Astrid and the exchange team to see how many spots they are available. We negotiate a certain number of spots every year, and then McGill is going to pre-select their students, and they're going to submit their applications to us. And then once that's done, you will submit all the documents that you need, and you will, if you are admitted, you will receive an acceptance letter from us. So about the law school, Sciences Po Law School is quite different from other law schools in France, because usually in France, law is studied at an undergraduate level. But at Sciences Po, it's a second degree, kind of like in Canada or the US, which is very uncommon. So we accept students from all kinds of backgrounds, which is really great because there is great diversity in our student body. We have students who have done bachelors of law, like Anne-Sophie, but also engineers, students who have done who have studied political science, either at Sciences Po but also at other universities, and all other possible majors. So that's what makes it very unique and different. So our students, they basically spend 2 years. Our bachelor's programs last for 2 years. And after that, they can either take the bar exam or pursue whatever career they want. And it's also a very practical program where we also have courses taught by professionals, etc. And in 2 years, our students get the kind of education they would usually get at, for example, in 3 years at one of the public universities in France. But what makes a difference is also that it's a very international program, not focusing on French law, but more of like an international comparative perspective. So that's what makes it different, I think, from other law schools that you can find in France. So the program is very innovative and hands-on approach. So we offer 3 different programs. As you see, the one that is open to exchange students is the economic law one. You cannot access the other 2. It's taught in English, but there are also classes in French. So again, you can choose. But if you feel more confident in English, it's totally possible to take all the classes in English. And on the top of this, you can also take a French language class if you wish to, for example, improve your French. And the Masters in Economic Law also offers 6 specializations. So you can see economic litigation and arbitration, public law and economics, companies, markets, regulations, global business law and governance, global governance studies, and innovation law. So as exchange students, you don't really have to pick one. This is just to indicate what areas you can take classes in our school. Normally, all classes are available to exchange students. For those that are mandatory for our students, they will have, Sciences Po students will have priority, and then if there are spots left, you can sign up for it. And for the electives, all of them are open to exchange students. Some of them may have prerequisites if they are like more advanced courses, but apart from that, there is a great option of students. At the law school, we have 74% French students, which is more than in general, because if you look at all the schools, it's almost 50% of international students. But still, there is a great percentage of international students. Everyone speaks English, so you will definitely not feel isolated. We also have a welcome program for exchange students. 1 week before the start of the classes, where there are different activities that are organized. We will show you around, show you all the services that exist on campus to support you, etc., and make you discover Paris. So the application process, first you need to be nominated by your university, as I said. Then you will receive a link with where to apply. So basically we have our own internal platform where you have to submit your documents. We ask for a CV, personal statement, explaining why you want to study at Sciences Po Law School and how that's going to benefit you personally and professionally. A photo, university transcript, so undergraduate and graduate. And language test results if you want to study in French. And then once that's done, we're going to assess your application, and if everything is fine, you will get an acceptance letter from us, and then you can start your visa procedures, finding an accommodation, etc. So student life, there are a lot of different associations available on campus. Exchange students are totally welcome to join all of them. You can find the whole list on our website. There are associations that are specific to the law school, but there are also very general associations because in Paris we have our undergrad program, but also all the graduate schools are based in Paris. So there is really a lot to do, not necessarily related to law, or to law if you wish to do so. But maybe Anne-Sophie, can you tell more about what you do?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's really funny. There are many associations, societies, and you are more than welcome to apply, even if you are here just for 1 semester. So the students are really welcoming, open-minded. They are really happy to welcome you, integrate you within the society. And personally, I'm in the Association des juristes de Sciences Po, so the legal association of the master. And I was the organizer of events. I organize events like big parties, big afterworks, and this kind of events. So it was my way to take part differently in my master.
Okay. And finally, we also organize a lot of conferences. During the COVID crisis, a bit less, but now everything is back to normal. So there are again a lot of events that take place on campus. And we have hosted a lot of outstanding speakers, French and international. For example, we hosted Justin Trudeau a few years ago, but many others. So these are, just to give you a few examples, like Ban Ki-moon, Sherry Sandberg, etc. And that gives our students the opportunity to network and exchange and talk about current topics with top international leaders, which is quite inspiring. And as exchange students, you really have access to all of our events, facilities, etc. So I think it's a great experience, and Sciences Po students are usually very, very active. They do study a lot, but they do a lot of things outside of the classroom as well, so you will definitely not be bored in Paris.
Yeah, this is very true. And you're just walking by Sciences Po and there is a big queue, you're just asking, and you like someone tell you, oh yeah, this is the former president of France, François Hollande, who is just heading a conference, or like there is Justin Trudeau in this this room if you want to assist. Like it's very, very true.
Yes, and maybe a few more words about our summer school program. This is basically not part of the exchange program, so it's a thing apart, and it's a paid program. While the exchange program is free, you basically pay the tuition fees you usually pay to McGill, and you don't have to pay anything to Sciences Po, because we have special cooperation agreements. But if you want to either extend your stay or also explore some areas that are not necessarily related to law, or just spend the summer in Paris, this is also a great option. It's offered only in English, so all classes are taught in English. You can choose between two academic tracks, French as a foreign language and social sciences. Yeah, so it's in Paris on our main campus. You can find more information online, and it's very, very international. There are mostly international students that actually attend this program, not that many French students. And it's a great way to meet people from all over the world and take classes in social sciences. Sometimes there are also some law classes offered. You need to check because it changes every year. And there are two sessions, one in June and July. And then you can see a lot of students have the opportunity to transfer their credits, but you need to see that with your home universities. You will get a transcript from Sciences Po. And then you can see with your home university if you can transfer that or not. But for the exchanges, you can for sure. So yeah, that's another option if you wanna study with us. And a few useful links if you wanna find more about Sciences Po. And yeah, that was it. I don't know if you have any questions, or maybe we can start with Anne-Sophie telling